It's more than just a car, it's the future. But even one simple mistake can turn your electric vehicle dream into a financial nightmare. Discover the fatal mistakes nobody's talking about, but still left EV owners emotionally drained, with massive regrets and empty wallets. But you've landed on this video. Warning, what you're about to watch could be the main difference between a wise investment and a costly nightmare. Let's meet Jerry. Just 3 months ago, his excitement was through the roof as he drove off the dealership with his gleaming new EV. It wasn't just a car to him, it symbolized a step towards a greener future. But as the weeks passed, Jerry's dream quickly turned into a nightmare. The mistakes he unknowingly made drained his savings account, maxed out his credit cards, and took a heavy emotional toll. He's now left questioning his big leap into the electric future, wishing he had the guidance you're about to receive. On the flip side, there's Jane. She too embraced the EV revolution around the same time. But her story has a different tune. Armed with the right insights and tips, she's been cruising smoothly, enjoying every bit of her electric journey. No unexpected bills, no regrets, just pure electric joy. She attributes her seamless experience to the very pointers we're about to delve into. Stay tuned to make sure you follow Jane's path and not Jerry's. If you're finding this video useful, do us a favor. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really supports our efforts and ensures we continue bringing content like this to you. Now that you're on board with us, let's unravel the mysteries of EV ownership. These aren't your everyday tips that you hear about. No, these are the silent killers, the hidden pitfalls that unsuspecting owners might fall into. Here are the top mistakes that have the potential to, quite literally, destroy your electric vehicle dream. Jerry loved parking his EV in his driveway, admiring it every single day. But lurking in the shadows was the silent battery killer, phantom drain. Weekends away, business trips, or just leaving his EV idle for days, Jerry unknowingly let phantom drain kill his battery time and again. The occasional drain might seem harmless, but the consistent neglect? It was a recipe for disaster. After repeated offenses, his battery finally gave out, destroyed from the inside. Jerry faced a bill he never anticipated. Now Jane, being savvy, switched on her EV's maintenance mode when she went away. Her car's battery? As healthy as when she left. Don't let phantom drains sneak up on you. And trust me, you won't believe what Jerry overlooked next. Stay tuned. Recall Jerry's story. The mistakes didn't end at the phantom drain. Jerry, being an enthusiast, wanted to max out his EV's potential. He had heard of third-party software hacks, which promised to unlock that extra power without the hefty price tag of the automaker's premium update. One evening, Jerry found a company that claimed to have mastered these hacks. Tempted by the promise of more speed and better efficiency, he decided to give it a shot. While the initial boost felt exciting, he soon began to notice strange glitches. The dashboard would act up, his navigation would sometimes lead him astray, and the car's overall performance began to dip. What he didn't realize was that these unauthorized software modifications can jeopardize the car's integrated systems. Unlike Jane, who opted to wait for official upgrades from the manufacturer, Jerry's impatience and trust in unofficial hacks ended up costing him much more. Wait till you hear what happened to Jerry's EV after this hack. But before that, here's another top mistake many EV owners are unaware of. Now, while Jerry might have learned a thing or two about software hacks, he stumbled into another pitfall. Fresh from a high-speed drive on the highway, he'd routinely plug in his EV for a quick charge. He made a habit of this, completely unaware of the consequences. Over time, the consistent high charging temperatures took a toll, and, unfortunately, his battery couldn't take it anymore. Jane? She knew better. After her spirited drives, she'd always give her EV a little breather before charging up. As they say, it's the small habits that make a big difference. Stay tuned. The mistakes just keep coming. The next one is so silly, but yet so expensive. Jerry, in his typical hurried state, often neglected his charging cable. Leaving it exposed to prolonged sun and rain, the cable started to degrade. He didn't notice it at first, but over time, his EV began experiencing inconsistent charging sessions. On some nights, he'd wake up to an EV that was only half charged, not quite what he expected. Worse, he later found out that the degraded cable was causing inefficiencies, leading to higher electricity bills. Meanwhile, Jane always made sure her charging setup was pristine. She occasionally inspected her cable for wear and tear, kept it neatly coiled away from the elements when not in use, and ensured the charging port area was clean. She never experienced charging issues, and her electricity bill reflected that efficiency. Lesson learned? Treat your charging setup with care. It's not just a cable, but a lifeline for your EV. Remember Jerry's hack? At first, it seemed like a genius move, but during a routine service, the technician detected the third-party software. Instantly, Jerry's warranty was voided. Every problem now became a direct hit to his wallet. And that brings us to our next mistake: ignoring scheduled maintenance. Thinking he could save some money after losing his warranty, Jerry began to skip his EV's scheduled maintenance. A decision that would soon backfire. His brake pads wore thin, the battery overheated from neglected coolant checks, and minor issues turned into costly problems. Jane, conversely, always adhered to the recommended maintenance schedule. Sure, it felt mundane at times, but those regular checkups were vital in identifying potential issues before they turned catastrophic. Stay on top of your EV's health. Ignoring it might seem harmless, but it's similar to skipping a doctor's appointment when you're feeling off. Prevention is always better and often cheaper than the cure. Now let's take a moment to reflect on Jerry's journey with his EV. All these mistakes culminated in not just a series of unfortunate events, but a hefty price to pay. A staggering $9,000. That's the financial pitfall Jerry found himself in. But the costs weren't just monetary. Each trip to the repair shop, every unexpected malfunction brought with it a storm of stress, emotional turmoil, and the persistent thought, what's next? More than the money, the continual problems introduced unexpected risks. Battery malfunctions, software glitches, each carries with it very real safety concerns. Jerry's car wasn't just a drain on his wallet, but a potential hazard on the road. And then there's Jane. By avoiding these pitfalls, she not only protected her investment, but ensured her EV remained a symbol of innovation, convenience, and most importantly, safety. Your EV is more than just a vehicle, it's a commitment to a cleaner, more sustainable future. But as with all commitments, it demands respect and understanding. If this video opened your eyes to the do's and don'ts of EV ownership, please do us a favor and hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Motor Minds for more insightful content like this. If you've stuck around till the very end, you're the real MVP. We appreciate you being here, championing the electric future with us. Until next time, drive safe and stay electric.